So I found this seed starter at Lowe's. It has 72 slots, I believe. I thought I'd give it a try. It's supposed to be a lot easier for transferring and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I'm trying out another way. I have this bottom to a greenhouse lid and these biodegradable seed starters. They're larger than the other ones, so I'm going to put my herbs and squash and some sunballs in there, and it fits perfectly. Now all the seeds. These are the seeds I'm starting this month. These flower seeds were given to me by a friend's grandma, and then I have these chives, basil, and parsley, and then my sunballs and lisianthus, and my Shasta daisies, and some squash. So we're going to get started with these. First things first, we need to fill up our seed starters with some potting soil. I'm using this organic Exposma seed starter. Definitely get the seed starter because it's a very fine kind of soil with lots of nutrients in it. And the best thing to do is to put it in a container, put a little bit of water in, and mix it together until it becomes firm, like you can pick it up in your hand and press it and it can hold its shape, but no water comes out. This way it helps that the water doesn't displace all the soil later and the seeds, and it just helps water it in a lot better. Next, we need to fill in our seed starters. I'm starting with the larger ones, and with these I'm actually going to have to leave about ½ an inch or so at the top of each one of them so that I can put some soil on afterwards. As you see, I'm filling it up, but I'm also patting it down, not very hard, but patting it down a little bit to make sure that the soil is placed in there well. When that is done, I'm going to get all of my seed markers, and I just got these plastic ones from our local greenhouse. They work really well, and then just write on it with Sharpie. Also, I figured out later, cut them in half to save you time, because I didn't think of putting on the greenhouse lid on top, and it will not shut with a full length of that, so just cut it in half in the beginning and you'll save yourself a lot of time. Now it's on to the fun part, planting the seeds. Here I have my parsley. As you can see, there are a lot of seeds, and I could have done many more seed starters, but I just took a whole packet and dispersed it in between the cells that I had put some dirt in. I might do more in the future because I have more seeds, but I just put a lot in either one. Anyways, I'll know that there will definitely be plants coming up. But then for my squash that I did, I just put 2 seeds per cell, and that's what you should do usually. It's just with the herbs, yeah, I put in some more. After you have it all planted, you want to take some more soil and put it over top of your seed. These each need like ½ an inch or so of soil, probably less for the herbs, but yeah, just put some soil on top to fill it and pat down gently. Then I have my sunballs from Johnny's Seeds, and I am super excited to see how these turn out. They're going to be an amazing addition to some bouquets over the summer. And these, I just put 2 seeds in each cell. That way, if one doesn't come up, the other one will, so you are certain to have a plant in the end. And then just fill it over with soil like the other ones. Next, you'll want to water in your plants. I'm just using like a hairspray bottle with just water in it, and you're going to give it a pretty good drink. You don't want it to be soaking and like sopping wet, but you want it to have a nice drink in the beginning. Next, I'm going to fill in all of my 72 cells, I believe it is. At this point, I discovered, oh, okay, I'm going to have to get the lid off from the bottom, and we're all good to go again. So these, because it was Shasta daisies and my lisianthus, I barely need any covering. My lisianthus actually aren't going to get a covering on top except for some Exposma, which I'll show you in a moment. So I tried to count it out, and I did leave it a little bit deeper for my Shasta daisies, but lisianthus are just on top, and those seeds are tiny, as you can see. They're teeny tiny little yellow balls, which I believe they are pelletized so that you can actually see the seed, because without it you wouldn't be able to. But this took a little while, and I put 2 seeds in each cell. I had my doubloony Lisianthus and then my Voyage White Lisianthus, I believe it's called. They are these gorgeous flowers. I'll have to insert a picture of them in the future. I tried to count all of these out, but apparently I undercounted, so I was able to put some daisies on either side. And as you can see, it's so tiny, so I just added that there. And then on either side, I put in my Shasta daisies. Make sure to really mark your plants well so you know what's coming up, because you will forget. And then I put definitely more than 2 seeds in each one. I just didn't know how many seeds were coming in the packet for this one, but it all worked out well. And then you just fill it in with some soil on top. And for my Lisianthus, I actually have Esposma, which is a mix that you just put on top, and it keeps away any like fungi or whatever like that would hurt the plant. And you put a very, very thin layer because it needs light to germinate. And then you just water in like the previous ones. And yes, at this point I realized, oh, I need the tags to be shorter so I can actually put the greenhouse lid on top of my plant. So that's what happened at this point. But I'm super excited to see how these grow, and I will try to give you an update when they are all blooming. Thank you so much for watching.